Oh hey, how you doing? Another Pokemon Go video for you here. We're actually shoutcasting Used Food GF. She is using Gligar, Dugong, and Walrein. So we go into the Walrein into the Skarmory matchup, and we actually haven't seen Walrein in a while. So it's cool to see. Get off the move here. Now, it's gonna go. Skarmory is gonna go straight up for a Sky Attack. We are gonna. Oh wait, no, the Brave Bird. I miscounted. Right block there, Used Food GF, just a good battler. So they go into Sableye. She has the Icicle Spear here. She's going to go for the Icicle Spear. Now the Sableye immediately has the Foul Play. I wasn't counting. I guess I got to move real quick. But looks like she's going to get to one more Icicle Spear before it goes down. And this should do a decent chunk, but they actually end up blocking, so they are even on blocks again. Gonna go into the Gligar here. Gligar, I guess, makes sense. Um, you want to keep Dugong in the back, so that makes sense, and it can take a foul play fairly well. Gonna farm up a little bit more here, try to catch a move, I guess. But you know, storing moves isn't a bad idea, and Dugong is also kind of tanky, so I mean, it is what it is. And in comes the Whiscash. So this is a little rough, I would feel like. Definitely a little rough here. I'm not sure. I feel like you probably have to block this. You have to, yeah, you have to keep the Dugong alive. So I'm gonna block the Scald. Unfortunately, get the attack drop. Just that's how life is in Pokemon Go. Gonna go for the Icy Wind here. We get the last block, so that's not bad. I believe this was only enough for a Mud Bomb, but counting is not my strong point. Only go for the Scald, but it doesn't really do anything. Gets the another debuff. That's crazy. Switches into the Gligar, so you can go for Draw Run. Take out the Whiscash here. Yeah, it goes down. Now they come back into this with the Skarmory. The Skarmory one is kind of but they do try to catch a move and they just leave. So that's a good game. Very well played. Use Food GF. Back to back to back veteran players, so you know, pretty solid. Next matchup we have Gligar versus Mantine. So this matchup is not great just because Ice Beam and Bubble Beam, things like that. Gonna go for the Aerial Ace here. Do as much damage as possible. You can't really draw run, so gonna go into Walrein here. I guess in a team like this, Walrein is probably your safe swap. It's probably the tankiest out of all of them. And probably the most useless at the same time, if that makes sense. So they're gonna go for the Aerial Ace here. They're not switching out, which tells me they might be core broken by Walrein as well, or Gligar, maybe both. They do finally go into Sableye here, and the Icicle Spear is gonna do a decent amount of damage actually. Tried to get to the next Icicle Spear, but unfortunately was not able to. Guys, I guess like CMP was a thing, so but they're gonna get it here. They block, they go for the Icicle Spear. Sableye also blocks, so now it's a rush to the next move. They don't get it, unfortunately. They're gonna let the Walrein go, and now I'm curious who they're gonna go into here. They go right back into Gligar. I guess that makes sense. You know, Gligar is a strong Pokemon, especially if you get energy on it. You don't necessarily have to block this move, I feel like, but they end up blocking. They know more than me, so. And then they catch the move, which is nuts. This is going to be an Ice Beam, I believe. No, it's a Water Pulse. Girl? Okay. So they go for the Water Pulse. So now you know the entire moveset. It is Aerial Ace. Water Pulse can't really do much to Dugong or anything, so you can actually just safely get some good energy on this Dugong for whatever wants to come out next. So. Yeah, like I mentioned, Use GF is a back-to-back veteran player. They've gotten veteran like 3 times in a row now, I think. So, you know, steadily climbing, getting better and better and better. I wouldn't be surprised if she's hitting expert. And what's the last one? Legend. Like pretty soon, next few seasons, I could definitely see that. The Trevenant comes in, just gets obliterated, and then the Gligar comes in for the combo play. That's just, yeah, there's nothing nothing really you could do, and then the Sableye comes in and goes down too. So yowzers, that was another good game. Good game. Okay. And if you couldn't tell, this is also my first time watching these, so the commentary is a little, I'm not gonna say spicy, but it's a little, you know. I'm also just kind of curious what's gonna happen here. So here we go. Game 3, Gligar versus Azumarill. This is a yowzers of a matchup. Go right to the Walrein. This is also not great, but they end up switching. But to be honest, Annihilate isn't a great matchup either. So I guess, you pull out the Annihilate now, which is okay. Gonna go for the Icicle Spear, get a block, which is pretty nice. I feel like Annihilate could have survived a block or an Earthquake or an Icicle Spear. Tried to get to the CMP, I hate that. You could see they were spamming the move and just it wouldn't go off. But you do now know that the Annihilate has Ice Punch and not Night Slash, which that's good information, but they didn't block, so you take it out there. And now they're gonna go into Frostlass, so this is tricky. Yeah, this one's hard. Oh, you got the move on the Gligar. Okay, I see you. I was gonna say like this is a little tricky just because you kind of seem checkmated either way. Unfortunately, they do end up going back to Azumarill. They catch the aerial ace here. This is gonna be tricky here. Yeah, I think Azumarill just kind of the team is just the team just got countered here, but they are still gonna play it out and they're gonna see what they can do here, which I mean completely makes sense. I wonder if they're gonna go for they're gonna go for Icy Wind here. I guess yeah, because they have to get as much energy on Dugong, and doing it on Azumarill makes the most amount of sense. Just because Azumarill doesn't really hit like very hard, and then if you're Icy winning, then you can really get a lot here. But they're gonna switch. I guess they're keen. They figure out what's going on here, so they're gonna Icy Wind the incoming Frostlass. They go for the block here, so the attack is lowered. Even if this is Shadow Ball, this isn't gonna take it out. Could have survived it better, but it is what it is. They go for the Drill Run here. Frostlass isn't not that tanky, so Drill Run actually might take it out. It does, okay. Oh, but the Azumarill has a move. Damn, they played that really, really well. That was a hard battle to play there. That was hard, but that was a really good battle. Okay, okay, I see you. I see you. These are better than the battles I have on this channel. That's crazy. Oh, she's facing Batman. Okay. Gligar versus Whiscash. That is an awful lead. Okay, right to Walrein makes sense. Walrein has a bit of a better time, but then they go to Ferrothorn. That's a little sus. That's a little sussy. Okay, so gonna go for the Earthquake here. That makes sense. Earthquake can do a lot of damage here. I think they would be able to survive one Power Whip. No, okay, that just obliterated it. I thought it could survive one. I guess it can't survive one. Okay. So go into Gligar here versus the Ferrothorn. This makes sense. Ferrothorn can hit you with neutral Power Whip. It's still gonna do a little bit of damage, but yeah, it's like half. But nothing too crazy, to be honest. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, to be honest, you might be able to farm like a lot, and then maybe use a block, but I understand wanting to just take it out now. They go into Dugong, so now it's a Dugong mirror here. This is kind of rough just because the Whiscash is in the back, but there might be some play here. They go for the Icy Wind. The guaranteed debuff is just always good, but Yusufu is actually gonna go for the Drill Run, which I guess makes sense here. You want to just, yeah, you want to put all the damage you can or all the shields you can on the Gligar, because Gligar does seem to be the win con here. But they're going to go for the Icy Wind on the Whiscash. Oh, my thing froze for a second. We are good. They're going to go for the Icy Wind here, which makes sense. I wonder, oh, they were trying to catch it. Damn, the Dugong animation was too long. They were trying to catch this on Gligar, I think. Okay, so they're going to go back to Gligar, go right for the Aerial Ace here. I don't think this will be enough to take out the Whiscash, but they should be able to get a little bit of decent farm. Yeah, this is Mud Bomb, I feel like. Because they just threw Scald. No, it was Scald. Okay. So they go back to Dugong, and I think this is going to be GG. I don't really think they can overcome the Whiscash and Dugong combo, unfortunately. They also have the same shields. If Yusufu GF had 2 shields and the opponent had 0, maybe there's some play here, but they're gonna play this out here to the end, I guess. It makes sense. You want to like limit test and just kind of see where you're at with things, so that makes a lot of sense here. But that was a really, really good game as well. That was a really, really solid game. Why'd they go for the Icy Win? The game's over. Like, what? I hate people who do this. It's like, you basically won the game, just finish it. Like finish. Like what is this? this is just this is just BM at that point. That's just BM. Okay, all right. That was still a really good game though. The final no, we have Gligar versus Azumarill. Another not great matchup. They go to Walrein, and in comes the Lickitung. That's a little not great, but that's okay. We're gonna go for Earthquake here. This should do a decent amount. Lickitung is pretty tanky, but Walrein could still pack a punch. This Power Whip will do. I want to say half. Oh, they went for the. Oh, they went for the bait. They went for the bait. Used Food is not afraid to call baits. I respect that. I respect that. So go for Icicle Spear here. That does a decent amount of damage. You might. Oh, I was gonna say they might be able to get a little bit of a farm down here. But now they go for the Power Up, takes out Walrein, unfortunately. I want to say they're going to go into Gligar here. That seems to be the pattern. Yeah, that's kind of the play pattern they've done, is go back into Gligar to get more energy. In comes Azumarill. You can't really Aerial Ace it because that's not going to do a lot, but Dig, Drill Run, things like that, that's kind of the way you're going to be able to beat this Azumarill, but they end up catching the move on the Dugong. This is going to be the Ice Beam. That's really, really nice. It does nothing. And now the opponent is not switching. They're staying into Azumarill, which kind of says, I'm weak to I'm weak to Dugong in the back. So this will be interesting here. And they go into Registeel, and they are weak to Dugong in the back. They also are weak to Gligar. So it's really up to Used Food GF to like kind of determine what they want to do with this. They can let the Dugong go and just, Gligar, or they can block and they can make sure that Dugong, gets out of this matchup with at least a move or take it out. They switch out with a Drill Run in, stored, and now they're going to go back into Gligar, go for the Dig, take it out, and now it's all up to this Azumarill to take out this Gligar and Dugong here. They're going to let the Gligar go, which makes a lot of sense. Dugong is your win condition. They're going to go for the Icy Win just to kind of guarantee a little bit more. It does make sense just because you need two Drill Runs because they do have the shield, but they're actually going to go for a second Icy Win here. Maybe they're just trying to call something, trying to get Azumarill to throw its shield. It's not going to throw its shield, but at this point it might not matter. They get hit with the play rough, but they're going to survive it. And now they're going to go for Icy Win. Azumarill 100% has to block this. And now this is just a farm down, which I think Dugong is going to win. Okay, you got to the move. That was a charge move. That was 100% a charge move priority. Okay, so that's a really good game there. The Dugong is coming in clutch. The Walrein is kind of being just a meat sack. Punching bag, but you got the Dugong. Gligar versus Mantine, another bad matchup. I don't think you've won one matchup, but you're still winning the games. I don't know what that says as a play. It just means a better player wins, I guess. They're gonna go for the Aerial Ace, switch right to Walrein, which is, I think this is what they did last time into this one, and they left. Okay, Walrein Core Breaker in 2024. Okay. I respect that. Okay. So if you guys are interested and want to see more Use Food GF, Charge Bug versus Gligar. If you want to see more Use Food GF, her link will be in the description. She does a lot of Pokemon Go content. Really good battler, really, really solid, and uses Spice. Maybe not always 3 spicy Pokemon, but there'll at least be 1 spicy Pokemon. I consider Walrein a little bit spicy. So she always has at least 1 spicy Pokemon on her team. She has some awesome videos that you guys need to check out using some Pokemon you wouldn't really think would do well in Pokemon Go, but she makes them work. So yeah, check her out. Link will be in the description. She's at 550 subscribers, I think. So she's pushing her way to 1,000 pretty quickly, so it'd be cool to see that. But let's get back to the battle. I just wanted to say all that before I forgot it because I didn't want to rush you at the end of the video. So we have Walrein versus Lantern here. This is a classic matchup we haven't seen in a bit, so people might not be too familiar with how the Walrein matchup works, but Use Food GF is going to let the Walrein go down, and this is interesting. So I'm assuming Gligar because this is what she's done every time Walrein has gone down. Yeah, Gligar makes the most sense here. You have to block the Surf, and then you're gonna go right for the Drill Run. You have to kind of play this honest. I feel like yeah, you have to just play this honest. Go right for the Drill Run. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. The Lantern does not block. Doesn't really need to because you usually can tank one. And now this is kind of tricky whether or not you want to block this. Yeah, so she's going to go for the block the Surf. Going to go for the Aerial Ace here. This will be enough to take it out. So this is curious if the Lantern will also block. They do not and go right to Dugong versus the Dugong matchup. This is rough only because GF does not have a shield, but the opponent cannot switch. So this is going to come down to a bait, or not a bait, rather. This is going to come down to a catch, I'm pretty sure. I think that's the win con for GF, but she's going to go for her own Icy Wind because he cannot switch out. This is just, he has to stay in now, and now they're going to go right for the Drill Run. It's important to get as much damage as possible. They're both winded, so they're both -1 attack here, and now the opponent is going to throw another Icy Wind. Okay. So very interesting that they're just going to consistently throw Icy Winds here. They have another move. I'm going to assume this is another Icy Wind. No, it's a Drill Run. Okay. So they go for the Drill Run. This is getting mighty dicey here. They're going to go for... GF is going to go for another Icy Wind. The Dugong versus Dugong matchup is crazy. Okay, and now the Dugong on the opponent's side. Drill Run? Yeah, it's going to go for the Drill Run here. They go into Gligar. Yeah, I think that was a toughie. That was a toughie. Okay, that was unfortunate because this Drill Run isn't going to be enough. Would it have been enough? I don't think it would have been. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the battles. I also really appreciate that. And yeah, check out GF in my description.